A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. I was in the dark, against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
That's only 2 days of summer I've seen so far.
I'm telling you. It's, you laugh because, you know, it's like anything else. If somebody else goes out with the mowers and the forecast giving rain, they're like, what forecast is he seeing? You know, that's her gripping there. Wild slippy.
There's a bit of weight behind that too.
Yes.
Like, what weight is that thing?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But to be fair there now, this ground is all... This ground's kind of ground you can go on it at Christmas Day. It's as hard as a road.
I thought you were getting this thing took off you last week.
The rake?
Aye.
So did I.
I must have the business talks to Cormac before you did then.
Hey, to be fair, it worked out well because now when she's on her own, do you know what I mean? Like that kind of crop. Hey, don't get me wrong, she'll do a heavy crop too, like it's not they say, but her biggest benefit is now in the later crops. Do you know what I mean? Here's what I like about her here, like, what do you see? So now I'm pulling her on. See, if I kept her way out, I'd have been on that age. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I'm way on there, now to 12.5, and now I push her way back out. That's some benefit.
Your other one doesn't do that?
No, there is a lot of support off them big wheels. You know, there is a lot of
big wheels there.
In the front of her, you know. If you were to pull the 1370 in her class or any four rotors, she'd be more bunny hopping her, and because there's all the weights is on her, you know. Yes, you have pressure. You have the accumulators on her to kind of support her for any roughness or anything like that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But no, I believe it or not, I think that there V is actually a wild good job. Like.
Well, what size is your other two rakes?
1370s.
That's a 15.
1570.
That thing must be a brave weight. Hey, whenever you see them wheels in the back, or
I'd say she is. Well, the only thing about the V design, which and we noticed as well, it's unbelievable. There's no weight in your tractor because if you lift your front rotors, there's a spring there in the top link here. You'll see.
Yes.
That there, she actually will play in that.
Right. Okay. So is she back heavy and then she's bouncing off the spring all the time?
Just when you lift her. I'll show you now. No, there's no weight in the tractor. To be fair there, but there is a lot of wheel in the ground on the rake for herself, you know, the front wheels. We went mowed yesterday and even ourselves were like, are we right, are we wrong? We looked at the forecast and like giving a rain. It's given like chances of 60% rain for 3 hours yesterday, and then I was given rain coming on today at 3 o'clock. We were like, oh, if it rains. So it was either it rained and you just buried your head under the sand and pretend you know what I mean? Or you walk around there like a gangster, you know.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, you made the right call, but it's just be luck. It's just be luck.
You're not supposed to say that, you're supposed to let on you know what you're talking about here.
I think we as well, our pattern going, everybody kind of, there is no wrong call anymore. You're just lucky if you get a share or you don't. Hey, there is, like, look how nice them there front rotors go down, like, no, she is, hey, she is.
She comes up at some speed too, like, we were watching her fold up there, hey.
Oh, she is responsive.
But she's not, like, there's no nasty bounce or swing off her, you know, she just comes up nice and just floats on the
position. See, if you were going over swords of grass, any four-rotor rake, I'm not, because they're all the same design as way they fold down normal. If you went over a row of grass, you know, she's like this, like a penguin, you know, she would do like the whole thing, just like, no, that's some pressure in like your hole for a rake. I know it is, but you know what I mean? You got some pressure in the steel work. You know what it is like? With her, like I could show you, like we could go anywhere, and you'll never see her rotors flapping or banging or anything like that. Only thing I have, and I'll be honest, there's a lot of moving parts, and I think, don't get me wrong, design-wise and all that kind of thing is fantastic. But if it was to go wrong, I would be feared. But then maybe it doesn't go wrong. You know what I mean? Like we have, to be fair, with all our 4-rotor rakes, that Krone and all, has never give us a day's bar. But I think it's the only way you could design a big rake. You know, you could never have an arm from here lingering the whole way out that distance without a support. And then I do think the V is a fantastic job of doing that, because the wheels are supporting. You see yourself again, corners. I would struggle to get that with a rake. No, that's truth of the matter. Like I would struggle. I don't even think I would.
By the time you get on the cut her, you'd be catching the back wheel there.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it's hard to believe that rake air goes narrower than the 1370. No, it does. Like even a class, it cuts right on.
Well, what's the price difference between that and the 1370? Because I heard a rumour the other night, talking to a man who has one, and it's sort of priced as one thing, they're floating about the country. Now, I don't know how true it is, but do you know what price that thing is? How much is she?
How much did you hear? What kind of figure? How many digits?
Maybe you're getting a better deal than that.
How many digits?
6.
Aye, that's right, that's right.
That's wild. Not as wild.
To be honest with you, we were going to buy one this year. We were...
before you even demoed it?
Before we even demoed it, we says, if it's anything like the other ones, they'll be perfect. You know what I mean? We were more than happy in that. We had a notion of her, but then when we looked at the gap between 1370 and the 1570, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just says, you know what?
That is a brave gap.
That is a brave gap. But then you would need to be comparing her to the likes of the 6 rotors. Do you know what I mean? You know, like if you're running around all day gallering lighter crop of grass, 4 or 5 ton to acre, you know what I mean?
They say there's only certain jobs you can go to. Like you take a 6 rotor to a bulky first cut over here, you have to park her. Like,
you have
doesn't matter what harvester you have.
Exactly. Where that there and a bulky, as long as you can get her manoeuvred. No, that's the truth of the matter. Like as I say, we are, as you see the length of her, don't get me wrong, we still are working it, but we just know our 1370s go everywhere. As I say, 90% of our ground is that nice 8-10 ton. You know, which is a lot of crop, you know what I mean? But it is that bigger average.
You were thinking about buying one because if it's anything like the 1370, it should be perfect.
You know, so we're well happy.
Is that better than perfect then? Is that what you're saying?
There's actually, apart from the price,
that's that.
I'm happy. Yeah, she's heavy. I'm not going to, know, is she too heavy? I don't know.
Well, that was the other question I was meant to ask the other day when I was out. Do you need a tractor as big as the 8S to puller?
Yes, I will 100% yes.
And that's just for the weight
in our ground.
But that's just for the weight, that's not horsepower wise, that's just the actual
that's for the weight of her. Hey, don't get me wrong, like we're still 540E.
Oh, aye.
You know, we're only 1200 RPM. We're not requiring a lot of horsepower here for us.
She's just taking over.
You know, she's taking over, and like that's a brave brain in front of us there. Like,
it might not look on the camera all the time, but
it might not, you know, it is, no. Like as I say, we'll struggle to get throwers up this, but yet we're still going up with this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I'm really lie, I'm on the cautious side. I put that up for luck. You know what I mean? But
you're taking the fear now.
I'm walking up at 1200 RPM. Yeah. Well, that's little revs. Yeah. And that clover. Fantastic protein and all that. But I can tell you, sir, it looks dry there. See, whenever we get to the pit, it'll be like tsunami wave. That is hard. That is hard, sir, to get dry. Like ideally, you nearly need to leave it for 3 days.
The only thing is with the wide wheels there, you're rolling your tracks back in there. The farmer will never even
know. Did you see that? I actually noticed that as well, to be honest with you.
Tried to go masterclass there.
But to be fair, she's not ripping. She's taking grip. You know, you'd see her. She's taking grip.
There's no clay coming up. She just.
I know without putting the machine down too much, that's slippy ground that we're on. Like if you ran down there, and if you literally ran down there with your own feet and tried to stop fast, you would skid on, you know.
And do you think if you had a decent tractor in front of her, she'd be alright?
I don't think she'd lift her.
No.
I do think there's a market for that machine. I really do. Like the world's a big place. You know, like that's just not, no, that's everywhere. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's the only place in the world that still works with 12-foot gateways. Exactly. So, you know, there's bound to be somewhere with
then you catch a gateway and you know what they put back in again?
Exact same place.
Exact same place. It benefits them as much as it benefits us. You know, the bigger capacity machine. If, you know, speed-wise, you started yesterday evening, but even today, like we're planning to put on over 300 acre. You know what I mean? And we'll still have that, and No issue,
no
like,
bother.
no bother.
And even for the likes of compaction and stuff too, you're less tracks up and down the
100%.
hill. Especially when that stuff is going to an AD plant, that's you're wanting the bulk and the quality all the time.
You nailed compaction.
Yeah. Well, say the Cormac gets the deal and you boys go ahead with your 1570, will you still keep the other two? Because you were ruining some stuff the other day with 3 rakes. Like.
3 rakes. We do. Hey, to be honest with you, but you see, you need it.
Oh, you need it, absolutely. You need it.
Them there, like, that's only 2 harvesters. We still have a harvester at the yard there. There's so many reasons of that ache. That was quite hilly ground as well as what you've seen, and so the fields being that, you don't want the rake just in front of her because you wanted to open up the window of that trailer's full, send them down that row of grass. You don't want to be driving over grass that was all tethered out. It just leaves that bigger opportunity. But hey, the 2 rakes wouldn't have kept in front of them, 2 harvesters anyway. Well, buyer, next time we change, we'll maybe consider it. As I say, we bought that. We were going to look at buying it this year. Kind of took a wee bit of cold feet.
Yeah.
The price of it, everything was just quite a lot. So we just went for an orphan. We knew she's perfect. She works well. Everything's 100% with her. I'm maybe being a wee bit loving wise here, not, but this is steep. Like we'd even more get the power hours up here. I think we showed this up, but we'll try.
You the deaf look on you, have you?
I do, yeah. I'll give that wee bit of extra gear, just that wee bit of momentum. I'll not get up this, Not that the machine's, yes, the machine is a bit heavier, but it's not that heavy because I have no weight. Like, I have no weight. That's a drag, that's a sleigh to me. I'm dragging that, As I say, she supports all her own weight. Like, I try to get up this with the mowers. Nah. You ever do something you just know you shouldn't have done it?
Yep.
Instant.
But I wouldn't be as smart as you and pull the pin so early. I normally rake on until I'm definitely sure I can't do it. Then it's too late.
Don't want clay in the sward. Clay in the sward, I'm a dead man.
Well, you see, after having her out and working her, do you think she justifies that extra 30 grand up from your 13? Well, it's not just 30 grand, but from your 1370.
If you needed 2 1370s to keep in front of your one harvester, or that 1570 was able to do it herself, that money's justified.
But can she? Could she stick in front of your 1180 by herself?
She's definitely faster. There's no getting away from it. There is a bigger volume of grass. She's faster. If I went out tomorrow and I was only a rake and I knew she would get about, it definitely would be my first option to take. Can you justify it? It all depends. If that's the crop of grass that you're lifting all year round,
yep,
you're grand. It's 100%.
Well, I know you only have that out in demo, but you have actually a couple of new toys bought last year. What have you bought?
Tractor, changed the harvester, and
anything yellow, no?
457. She's arrived.
How long have you now?
3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 457. Great job now.
Seems to be one or two of them getting about the company now.
Aye, they're definitely. I personally think they're a great job.
Have you done much with her yet?
Throw her around the back.
That's it.
That's it. Aye. Oh, come on, Honor. Hey, to be fair to him, he's wild about her. Like, absolutely wild about her. Hey, and he does puts as tight as anything, and he's still no bore. Like, you know what I mean? She's a guy. She looks big. You know what I mean? Like, but sure.
Well, she is big. Like, she would
big,
look
like,
big.
She's still dead on. Like, she's still. Like.
So, what did you change for the 457, or did you buy her straight, or what way did that work?
No, we changed their older white S 435.
Yes.
We went for her. Oh, I'm happy, the joystick steering and all. We went for that joystick steering and all. I really like that. Really, really like that. In my head, I thought, sitting on her, no matter what, you're always slouched over. You always are. Like when you're in steering wheel. Don't get me wrong, it's not that big of a discomfort or anything like that. But just kind of thought, you know what? Sitting back would be nice, keep your back straight, because it's a long day in them things.
Oh,
and I was lucky enough, I rang a couple of friends that had joystick steer, and every one of them says the exact same thing. Whenever you have it, you'll wonder how you ever done it without it. So I was like, right, couldn't be better. So just be luck. We actually were chatting about this in the middle of last year, kind of the idea of it, It just worked out. We were like, right, we need a brand. Like, we were a big JCB man, like, the yard's full of JCB. We need a brand. We need a lever steer. So we need to either do without lever steer, or we get a brand that has lever steer.
Yep.
And so we were looking into that. We were looking into a brand there that had lever steer.
Whether it was JCB or no, you were looking at Volvo or anything? Or?
Anything at that time, yeah. We were just looking. We just wanted the lever steer.
Right.
You know, and as I say, they were good machines all around. And then an Agri Technica, JCB released the lever steer, which was brilliant because, like as I say, we have a very good relationship with Kennedy's JCB. I took a screenshot of it and sent it to their dealer going, "You do have a lever steer?" But at that time they weren't sure that they were. At that time it was early on, so they hadn't fully agreed to release it to the dealerships, to actually sell.
Yes.
And to be fair to them, they came up to do a deal at that time for the 457 without it, and I kind of says I really wanted it.
Yeah.
And to be fair to them, they went to the factory and they came back and they says, "You know what? We've chatted to them and they're happy to do this for ease," which I was over the moon about. Like, I was like, this is happy days, you know what I mean? Because I say we are JCB men.
Yeah.
As I say, there's nothing wrong with our brand, absolutely nothing. Just Kennedy's for backup wise, for a backup machine.
The same as machinery, like you're Massey, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with anything.
Nothing wrong with anything else. Hey, it's just, it's all to do that relationship. That's the truth of the matter. It was all to do that relationship, and we had a fantastic relationship. I do know they did say, "Look, Ticker, I'm not 100% sure they're fully confident on putting it onto the market." They done it for us. They just said, "Look," Kennedy's kind of says, "Look, work with us, we'll work with you," sort of thing. They're happy to do it for you. Just we'll kind of learn it together as such. So we were like, "Hey, 100%," and she has not missed a beat.
So is yours the only one with joystick steer at the minute then?
I think we're the first ones from the sound of it that has been sold on the market. I think they have two more out there, not the contractors, actually, to the likes of an AD and stuff.
Yes.
Just so they can get as much feedback as possible.
Oh, you were well impressed with that shovel anyway then?
Definitely are.
What is it about? Is it extra power? Is it the weight? Is it just everything? Or, what?
The weight.
What has you
The
over the
weight's
435?
massive. I think the weight's a massive benefit there. We actually were doing a job here and there was two boys in the 419s. And the 419s are a lovely shovel. A lovely, lovely shovel. And they had a load of grass. And they had it. And they were, they were spinning. They were fighting for traction. And they just kneeled off and left the bit in the middle. So they were like, "Can we see the 435? He went on and had it. And he just took the whole shebang. They're perfect. They are JCB's perfect machine. Like that red ace came out like an absolute. 457 is just that next stage, just that next bit of weight,
So do you think the 457 is she just that nearly too big?
No, definitely no. I'll 100% stand by it. Perfect. As I say, we're over the moon by it.
So she's a new 435 then? Or
yes.
have you ever replaced the 435? You still take your indoor pits on the account and things like that?
Well, I hadn't heard of Fendt. We done an indoor pit 2 weeks ago. And I'm not joking you. He got as much and with that 457 as he did with a 435.
Right. Is that because she's travelling a little bit more, or is it less bulk in it, or?
No, hey, the pit was jammed to the roof. Like, I was walking up and still touching the trestles. So the 435 is 14.5 ton. That's what she weighs, with no butt rake.
Yep.
The 457 comes in a slightly just over 19.5.
You're talking about 20 ton then with a butt rake on there now?
Oh, you'd be
over more.
22, aye.
As much as that?
22, aye, we've right strong. Hey, I'm sure every one of them butt rake manufacturer has there's weight.
Aye.
You cannot strength without weight.
That's thing.
You know what I mean? And you ain't going to go put someone on the front of her that hasn't got strength. You're not
just
like,
bend her around.
you'll bust her. That heavy sward of grass, and you're not a bit of an awkwarder pit, and you fold down your wing, and you're hitting all the load on that. And because you've the weight behind the load, or behind the butt rake, she's not going to hit the load and spin round. She's just going to march because she, it's too much weight to spin round. She's just going to go through it. There's some pressure in that.
What is there? A pin and a ram nearly?
Pin and a ram. 435. Maybe I shouldn't say it, but they near lacked the hydraulic power.
Right. Okay.
If you had a heavy grab of grass and a 16-foot butt rake, not in the bad. I'm not going to say, don't get me wrong. It's by all means. Our competitors maybe just had that extra But I don't think there's any other competitor out there that had the speed in the pit like a JCB,
Yes.
in my opinion. But they near did lack that hydraulic.
Well, would you give up the speed for the hydraulic power then?
I want the best of both worlds.
In this scenario, you can't have best of both worlds.
457 I can.
But I'm talking about 435. So do you want the speed or do you want the power?
Don't get me wrong, it's not as noticeable. I would have rather, yes, I would have liked a wee bit more. I would have liked a wee bit more hydraulic power. There's no point me lying. I'm sure I could say that openly. I think there even would be I think even or people wouldn't maybe think the same. It's not every day, like maybe, you know, if you're talking real heavy lead grass,
Yes.
you know, you would just notice it. But you don't get me wrong, you just adapt your way of butt raking rather than tilting her like this, to turn that angle down a wee bit. Whenever the crops are at their heaviest and pits are at their fullest, you're requiring a lot of your 435 to push up and carry it.
Yeah.
But for the likes of 457, she has just left everything that wee bit more comfortable, if you know what I mean. She has left it that wee bit more comfortable.
There's a big lady in the field now.
That's her in the field now.
What was the story about her? Were you just due a change or?
Yep. Just the other one, whoever gets her after us has got themselves some harvester. They approached us. We never even had an attention of it. To be honest, we were more than happy. And he says, "Would you consider changing the 1180?" We were kind of like, "No," you know. He just says, "Here, do you just want to kind of keep her?" And they're right, you know what I mean? Keep her fresh, keep her in that. If you can change them in that 3-4 year pattern, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it's hard to do. That's hard to do.
Well, have your payments changed?
No.
So you're a new harvester for the same payments?
Yep.
Well, I'm sure it's a no-brainer.
No,
Like.
that's exactly. The payments never changed.
Philly your nickname then, or what's the crack of that?
I normally I was Philly most of the time. Or the odd swear word maybe, but nah, normally I was Philly. So it is.
We're out in your new harvester this year.
That's yep, she come to this her first season.
Yeah.
So it is. No, doing well. Not a wild lot of changes as such, but it's happy enough for the last one. I mean, as such, but just 3 seasons done just so we allowed. We can upgrade again. I got an offer I couldn't refuse, eh?
Well, that's it.
That's what I tell the rest of the brothers on it, so they let you go on then.
And you stuck with the black wheels then?
Aye, it helps. Keeps the difference between the two harvesters as such. If you see her from a distance, at least you'll know the difference between the two of them. Between that and the speed normally.
Yeah. So is this the one you're always in then?
Always this one here, yep. Yeah, this one I would drive 99% of the time. No, good job now. Definitely hard to beat the power. Now the first cut this year now, you needed the power. Second cut starting to a bit easier, thank goodness. Feel like you're getting somewhere.
Is this second cut then, yeah?
Second cut here for the AD, yep. Kind of cutting in around 6-8 mil as such, just chopping her fine now. The finer you chop it, the harder it is to drive as such, but no, I still wouldn't have too much issues altogether now. No, the 1180s are doing well for us now. They're definitely good harvesters, so they are.
I know changing from the Krone then anytime soon.
Not yet, no reason yet, no reason. But no, never say never, but no, I'll be happy enough the moment yet, anyway.
Many harvesters do you have now?
3, we're on the 3 there, yep. 2 of them are on the biggest majority of the time. The third one, first cut stuff they get, you would get a bit under pressure. Actually, still would lift probably 1,000 acre a year or whatever, so we're still happy enough to have her as such.
And today, how many's out?
2 today there, so there is lifting. So there's a long cart today now, it's probably an hour round trip, so it takes a lot of trailers now, so it does.
Many's on the day then?
There's 12 on there at the moment, so there is, and the crop's not too heavy, so at least you get away. You're covered by the time you fill them 12 trailers, you have a bit of ground covered. Like.
Aye, you're not the trailers coming in and wiping a good bit out.
That's right, the trailers wiping a big bit out, so it's a good job.
You wouldn't be too fond of a half load anyway?
No, not that distance, definitely not. Not that distance here, no. Definitely fond to go that distance. I'm bad and Johnny, he's worse. All the time they get to the yard, will probably have sunk down and blow the blipping cribs again on it, probably, but no, that distance here now, you'd want to make sure they're full on it, hey.
I think you had the tyre out today as well.
That steep field, just in case, it's just a wee help. The ground is hard, there are no issues that way as such. It's just some of them steep fields are hard, it's just a wee help to help them. But better him giving a wee help and them boys having to spin across it or something like it.
Definitely wasn't your first time at that now.
No, unfortunately, nah. It's just not like a maze. A maze usually a lot more tracks left after that, but The grass is more just a wee help than it is the worse than anything.
No harm in it, like.
No harm, no. A lot of them trillers now have the black written all across the back of them, so there is somewhere even you can push off them, you know, so it is dead on, like, you wouldn't want to be doing any harm on either, you'd hit it, you wouldn't do it too often either.
So is the majority of the tractors coming in here today 8S's then? Or
8S's, 7S's, there's a couple 7.7s left there, not too many, they were rightly through them. It's not that long ago I remember buying the first 7.7, but they are moved on again. But no, we're happy enough now. The 8S's, 7S's are doing grand. Yeah, they're definitely happy enough. It took a wee while to get under the 7 gearbox, but the main now for haulaging it is better than the Vario. Like it is a better job. Stick a bit more abuse and stuff. So workmen's got on it. Happy enough with it now. They definitely. You never hear much complaints now. We have the one 8S Vario just for she does a lot of sowing fertilizer, drone stuff to get, you know, which
field work.
Really helpful, yep, a lot of field work. For me, the odd time I do carrot or whatever, I'd rather Vario help the roundabouts and all, you can't get away, like she is fast, but you might lack a wee bit in power, but all in all, I'd say it is more a field gearbox, like it is suited better for that, like. No, the workman's happy enough with the 6 or 7s, we're happy enough. That way they buy them kind of ones, like, because it is a cheaper gear, I think those go wrong, it is a cheaper gearbox to replace as such, if you did have to. For now, this new harvester, they've made it whenever you get off the seat, you stop to drum. Before, just with the header, to me that made sense stopping the header, but I hated stopping the drum. I give off blue stink to them, like I want them to change it, but haven't done too much yet. Like, whenever I was sharpening or whatever, I'd go out and walk around her, clean her down, check things over. Where now, as soon as you get after her, the flipping drum just stops and she's not sharpening or nothing, you know. So hopefully they might do something about it if I cry enough, maybe not crying long enough, maybe or loud enough, maybe. But all in all, she has the exact same harvester, such not a wild on it now, all together.
A lot of harvesters have been changing the header there recently.
They have, yeah. Fair play header now, we wouldn't have much issues with that. This is even the first, my last harvester about 30,000 acre, and I never changed the slip clutching on the header once, like. She done real good, like. Used to have ball with the grass building up and below the auger, but they've stopped all that now too, and then they made these plastics, the straps which are really good, like, you know, you just have to take off the top about now, you don't have to take off the whole strap to change it, you know, which is a good job.
So they've only really made solid changes to the header, Krone, in the past 20 years.
That's right, they just...
Because the look of one of them hasn't changed in a long time.
No, definitely.
Just the harvester itself.
That's right, that is right enough now. The other harvesters mix have sheen, they have spent a lot of time on their headers and stuff.
Then why fix something that's not broken?
That's it, that's right. But they'd be trying different stuff, wouldn't they? They always try to make some changes somewhere. They always say they'd try something, I suppose.
But very on and off season this year then?
The first cut now was hard, heavy, slow. First cut was very hard now. That was definitely hard. Second cut now seems to be getting on a lot better now. If the weather just hopefully stays milling, people keep cutting, it'll be dead on, like.
Yeah.
You'll kinda, but you've lost the first, hopefully you'll gain in the second, you'll hopefully not be as bad.
Take it steady enough then?
Aye, steady enough. Always something to do every day nearly.
You boys will not be left idle anyway.
No, can't, definitely, something to be at now, which is good. You wouldn't want to stand about too long. You only get bored in and do something silly. Buy something or something.
So would you be spreading a lot of slurry for boys after cutting the ground as well?
You would, after the silage, we would now. There is some of them will try and do it themselves, there definitely is. They'll try it until they get scunnered or the weller breaks, but no, the biggest amount now we would spread away. But, like, as long as you get on the tanker, there's some job. Like, the last thing you want to do is start going with a pipe like in August or July, like that is soul destroying that, you know. Like, if you can get out with tankers high and a couple of men spreads away, you know, they get on the very best. Like, it takes it on in the barrel, it'll probably start now in a couple of weeks' time, so yeah, you lose men for it then as such, but I always say you have to be kept busy, you can't be not be busy, like. We're in a far better field now, Conor, so we'll just start again. Action!
I can slip
far flatter right here.
So do I have to ring Lorraine around to make sure I'm allowed to film you today? Maybe you have a contract with her, have you?
I don't know. Well, I can tell you I don't get too well paid.
Well, now social media seems to be taking off, brave Louise.
Good. It does. Hey, hey, we should do more of it, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people are interested in what we do. Not even what we do,
the whole contracting game, you know, for every as I say, it's not what we do different than anybody else. I think maybe we just kind of let people see what contractors go through on a daily basis.
The ins and outs of
The
it.
ins and outs, aye. Like
don't get me wrong, we show a lot of stuff, but at the same time, we can't be with you all the time.
exactly. And ideally, I'm not going to lie about this. The things that you see, the things that we say, come on, head over, we try and do it on the ground. That's it has no point in me lying to you. Like, we try and give it in the best conditions that we can too, if you know what I mean, because
nobody wants to see the bad side.
Nobody wants to see the bad side.
But they do, but no, you don't want that.
Exactly. We don't want people. It's not they say we're doing out there and to do anything, and that way, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but we just.
But that's what I always tell boys too. You see, you go out, you mow the thing on a dry day, right, and it lasts overnight.
That's
tsunami.
Right.
What do? The grass on the side.
Exactly.
Well, you can't put it in. You can't put it in again.
Like, we don't want to mow it wet.
No.
The farmer doesn't want to mow it wet. But as I say, there is them sides, 100%. There is them sides of it. You know what I mean? What is it? I always was told: bad news travels fast.
Yes.
Good news, you'll never hear about it. Isn't that a truth?
100%.
You know what I mean?
And that's one thing too, especially like the thing you and Lorraine's doing at the minute. You see when someone's on the internet, that's it. It's there forever.
That's it.
And you dare and say the wrong thing, or somebody will pick up on it.
As I say, we don't do it for us. As I say, we're trying to tell a story for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is not us killing. For us as a family, I think it's great.
Yes.
You know, like, as I say, there's 5 more than me. Like, it's just not, it's not me. Like, there's 5 more brothers that do as much or if not more than me as well. They'll work hard, like, every one of them, and it's well nice though. The next generation starting, like, it must be. There is that old saying, it's in the blood. It literally must be, because it's not for us try and do your own thing.
It's maybe a deficiency in something.
Seems to be it as brains.
Well, I don't know what to say when there's children involved. I'll talk more for me.
No, it's brains. I don't like the brothers to even argue with me. Maybe we should push it. No, maybe we should try and show that side of it. But it's not easy, because the truth of the matter is, there is an ugly side to this. You know, the whole contracting game. There is.
As anybody says, when everything's going well and the weather's good, machines going well, it's the only job you don't want to be at.
Yes.
But when that's bad, it is real bad.
It's bad.
But I think farming across
the board
is the exact same.
Funny, I was chatting to a boy there and they was saying, it's great for the likes of Clarkson Farms and other influencers are saying there, and I have to take my hat off them. Fair play to them. But they're right in what they're doing. They are showing that. We were at that. We were in a event there recently, and a guy came up to it. It was actually Lorraine, and says, I never actually realised how intense farming was, and how you don't have any control as such to do. But when it comes to weather, you are at the mercy
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And he said he never actually realised it until they watched it on YouTube. Now you have me from just us, so I'm sure all the influencers, yourself, all the likes of anything to do with agriculture, everybody is making it more and more aware of how hard it is. Yeah. It is only getting harder.
The weather seems to get worse every year. Everything's getting bare. People's more impatient. Nobody wants to work for nothing. It's.
That's like, do you know what I mean? Like, look at the price of the machinery. Like, we're chatting about 6 figures for a rake. Do you know what I mean?
For a swirly thing that puts grass in the middle.
For the middle. And then you have an all-wham with 6 figures coming behind it.
Yeah.
And then you have 6 figures pulling that rake. Yeah. You have 6 figures pulling the trailers. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, like.
You take a big a tractor, rake, and a harvester, you're £1 million, like. Can't be far off it, like.
On and the rest. Well, everything is getting higher take, because for the advantages of the likes of, you're sitting in that tractor by ours. You don't want to be sitting here going 50 levers.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So you have to make a driver comfort wise. So you're buying that tractor. Let's be true with the thing. You're buying that tractor of 152. Yes, you could say a less tractor will do. But if you're sitting in that tractor 2,500 hours a year, you're going to want.
You're basically living on it, like.
You're living on it. And that harvester, yes, less horsepower would do, but when the crops was heavy.
And the weather's not there.
You needed it in as quick as possible. The bigger rakes, exact same reason. You left the 50 acre back in the day. Maybe it's because I was younger, maybe the older generation didn't look at it. You went home that night and you felt accomplished. You done a good day's work. You went home with a bit of relief, a bit of pride. You were, geez, we put on some grass today, it was great. Now you go and lift 300 acre in the same time scale that you lifted the 50, and you'd be still sitting there going, yeah, I should have lifted more.
You're thinking about tomorrow's grass.
Or tomorrow, or that bit of rain got that last 50 acre. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just go home all the time feeling that you've either let someone down or you're just not accomplished. Jeez, we're getting real on there now, Conor. Let's set the world straight.
That we're going to break the internet with this interview.
Oh, that's it.
Kim Kardashian is nothing on us.
Maybe looks. Maybe looks.
Must be for yourself.
Hey, well,
I brushed the hair this morning.
it shows.
So what you're saying is whenever Amazon comes to lift you up like they lifted Clarkson, you're not going to leave us, you'll still do an interview for us.
Oh, remember you. I had to worry about Amazon coming to look at us. Lorraine speaks very, very well.
She does speak well.
Lorraine's very good at it there, fair play there. She does say, Lorraine works, like Lorraine's 3 jobs. Lorraine does some work. I always wondered, could they make them telescopic? The length of the machine, which is no fault of the machine, is because the gap between the 2 rotors.
Yeah.
But you obviously need that gap. You obviously
100%,
need that gap to fold around.
Yep.
Could you make that telescopic? But then, in saying that, you know, it sounds so easy.
As you say, there's a lot of moving bits in that as there is. You know, you go to make her telescopic then, but like realistically, nothing is ever designed to
Not
break down, you know.
Nah,
the thing's designed to perform,
Exactly.
but she's not designed to be fixed. You know, that's why all these engineers give off, like, my friend's a mechanic.
But it still happens.
Oh, of course it does.
It still happens.
But them boys that's making the thing, they're not worried about the man fixing it. They're worried about the man driving her. You
know
don't
what I mean?
get a bad machine now, like, you get one that maybe doesn't suit somebody, but there's no such thing as a bad machine.
Exactly. Now, in saying that, like, we're Massey men, 1,000,000%. We love, as I say, Massey backup wise. You fight your corner for what you have.
Yes.
As I say, it doesn't mean anything else is bad.
Yeah.
It's just-
You had no Fendt at all now?
We used to, not now anymore.
No.
Not anymore. Ben's a lovely tractor. Absolutely lovely. As I say, if I won the lottery, would I have a Fendt? No, I still love my Masseys, you know what I mean? But would I have a Fendt? Yes, I probably would. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, oh, it's red. As I say, I love my Masseys. My backups, brilliant.
Yep.
You know, I couldn't fault them. For Massey with us is brilliant. Couldn't fault them at all. I really look at us too. Like, you're a big, heavy, fat man, and look at the comfort you're in there.
This is that, hey. It's like sitting on a spaceship.
But you know what I mean? Us two are sitting here pure comfort.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, just look at the Wanda, like, you still couldn't reach it. The back Wanda, like, sure, I think these here are lovely to sit in. And like, we're in a Dyna 7 one here, it's not the Vario one. And sure, it's still, like, you could drive this. No,
Wait, trying to say?
it's not, no, it's simple enough for you.
It's
You know what I mean?
I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, cause I found my way.